Hey, it's Coolio if you don't know, and welcome back to Kirby's All-Star Legend. This time we're taking a look at Kirby Knightmare in Dreamland. Now, basically this is a port of Kirby's Adventure for the Game Boy Advance, and so pretty much most of the stuff in this game is going to be almost exactly the same. But there is a reason why I'm still looking at this game. First of all, we can see the slightly different wording and different graphics for the story here. But this game does add a mode. Does add a mode once you finish the game at 100%. Now, for the sake of this playthrough, I went ahead and got a file up to 100%. I didn't actually play through the game, I found it online somewhere. Oops. Wrong button. Actually, let me remap the controls real quick. 1 second. Okay, now we're ready. So, once you finish the game at 100%, and then you finish it again in extra mode at 100%, you unlock Meta Knightmare. Now, before we take a look at that, let's take a look at these minigames, because Quick Draw is pretty much the same, except that it's more stylized towards Samurai Kirby. Oh, that was a tie. Ah. I could have gotten him too, because the time to beat was 14. Bomb Rally is going to be a little different, because yeah, we didn't get this game in Kirby's Adventure at all. Basically, it's sort of like Warlords. When the bomb heads toward you, you press A. The closer the bomb is to you when you press A, the faster it will go to another target. But in this case, I let it hit me, so oh well. Not a big deal. Kirby's Air Grind is a little bit based on I imagine that they were probably producing this game around the same time as they were producing the next game on the list, because this song is just straight up from that game. Basically, hold down A until the spikes come up. You do not want to grind on the spikes. The closer you can let go and get back on to the spikes, the bigger the boost that you'll get. And I just barely won that. Actually, did I win that? Yeah, by 0.12 of a second. No, I didn't want to restart. Especially not on the same level. Okay, I guess we're doing it again. As you can see, the course does change. You never get exactly the same course twice. I feel like that was a little dirtier, but yeah, I think I got a worse time that time. And then there's boss endurance, which is just simply fight all the bosses. I'm not going to show you that one. But we're here for Meta Knightmare, which is basically play through the entire game end to end as Meta Knight. So here we go. I probably should have turned off achievements since I didn't actually earn Meta Knightmare. But oh well, too late for that now. So yeah, thing to keep in mind, you only get 3 points of health. Your wings, however, do hurt enemies. You also basically permanently have sword. Although I think Meta Knight's sword is a little more robust than Kirby's. There's also a lot less chaff. I'm not necessarily going to be going for 100% on this, but I will be trying to complete this if I'm not terrible. I remember being a lot better at this. What happened? I keep expecting to be able to like dash stab, kind of like in Kirby Superstar, but no, you can't do that. Yeah, he's definitely not overpowered in this game. He's severely underpowered. His attacks are fairly strong, but yeah, he's easy to kill. As you can see, the minigames are barred off. You straight up can't play them. Time is always running, because this is pretty much a time attack. Even if you pause the game, time is still running. Game over, time is still running. Oh my goodness, really? Troll game. Speedrun world record. I think I'm already well off the world record at this point. Takes damage to waste time. Pet Brew only restores 1 point of health instead of 2. Which I guess makes sense, since you only have the 3 points. Make it more worth getting the Maxim tomatoes. Definitely could go for a 1-up. Actually, this boss should be pretty easy. Just kind of stun lock him into oblivion. Still love this song, by the way. Get that health. I will note one thing, anything that requires the, anything that requires a specific ability to do, such as light cannon fuses, or destroy certain types of blocks, Meta Knight's sword can do all of those things. Now we get a mirror match for some reason. I was facing the wrong way. It's pretty great. No. Oh, this is not going well. rid of as many of these spear guys as possible. See if we can do this without getting hit. There we go. That wasn't so hard. I don't even need that pepper. Also, I think this is... okay, I do get a 1-up out of this, so... considering that we can't play bonus games to get 1-ups, definitely will take that. Mini boss coming up. Dang. Some health back. Some health back again. And on to 2-5. Okay, just to get burning. I definitely can use all these 1-ups. Can't get that one though. I thought I landed on the platform. Well, it's still a net gain on lives for this level. At least there's that. On to boss number 2, Paint Roller. Really? Let's tank it. There we go. Unfortunately, we don't get our health back. Sucks. I'm vaguely aware of that, Scarlet. I think we do get health back though for hitting switches. So maybe I'll go for those anyway. Not guaranteeing that I'm gonna hit all of them. I don't think you get anything special for doing it. Like, there are no time bonuses for hitting the switches, so... Ow. Why did you respawn? Really? That just leads to a mini-boss that I don't need to fight, because can't take its power. And Meta Knight's swing was too slow. Could've used that one up. Could've used that health. Here's another mini boss. This one I have to fight. Almost got hit by a Waddle Dee. Also, these screens are very disappointing because you don't get to like spin around the tower anymore. It's just like, oh, there's some fog here. Wait for the fog to go away. Eee, you did it. Now you can come in. There's no more fog. There's some health here. Also, I kind of like Meta Knight's sprite when you're technically using a warp star. Okay, Meta Knight, quit being dumb. There we go. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. Could use that one up. Yes. That went better than I thought it would. Oh, really? You can't just run into a mini-boss to destroy it. And here's the demonstration. Normally you need hammer or stone, but Meta Knight's hammer, Meta Knight's sword is all you need. Ow. How do I give this one up? Oh, I see it. Over here. There we go. Meta Knight, please. I feel like they made this room trickier. Flaming Hammer Sword, yes. That's one way of putting it. Fast enough to spark a fire. Strong enough to break anything. Well, I didn't get health, but I got a 1-up. Which probably is going to be useful when I'm fighting Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. Especially if I'm just going to try to face tank it. Unfortunately, 5 slices is all you need. However, I probably don't want to jump into every single enemy on the field. It seems like a bad plan. I'm surprised I didn't die. UFOs are not our friends. And this time, it's a good thing that they don't reappear. However, this is a point where Meta Knight's sword can be particularly tricky. Okay, I have to go up there. I forget if I get health back. Yeah, I do. Okay. Wow. How did I avoid getting hit there? Well, that was for health that I actually didn't need this time. For once. How does one celebrate Canada Day? Well, how does one celebrate Independence Day? Because mostly the same, really. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. I believe that the switch is going to be over here. In this door. That's a perfectly valid way to celebrate Canada Day, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. Yeah, unfortunately, excuse me. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make the... Okay. Can we please? I wasn't able to make the Broforce stream, which kind of sucks. But, Friday is like the worst time for me to catch an unscheduled stream. Oh boy. Everything's flying at me. I wonder if I can make this. Probably not. No, definitely not anymore. If you do a perfect run of this, I don't doubt that you can actually make it through. I have seen that, Jade, and I will be taking a look at that as soon as I get the chance. I think I have Broforce, I just never played it because... oh, jeez. I just have so many games on my Steam account. And right now, most of my attention is split between two of them, being the Final Fantasy XIV free trial, which is a very generous free trial, and also Scarlet bought me Danganronpa V3. And I do thank him for that, because although I know how the story goes down, I still... There's still a ton of like post-game content to do in that game, so... And that post-game content I'm not necessarily going to experience the same way that Jade has experienced in his Let's Play, so... Jump, Meta Knight. Or as Jason would say, mean Kirby. I know I've said this several times, but I'm surprised I didn't get hit a couple of times there. Get a 1-up. Dang, that Rompa. Okay, here is the place with... There we go. I knew there was an invisible door in this room, I just needed to remember where it was. Really? Ah! And immediately get ambushed by 3 Bronto birds. Oh geez. Taking all the risks. And getting killed by Kaboo. And getting hit by that same Kaboo because I swung too early. Alright, here we go with Karako. And yeah, that part is super easy with Meta Knight. Don't know why I just tried to duck there to avoid damage. Ducking is not how you avoid damage from a lightning falling on top of you. Dang it. There we go. On to Great Garden. Nope. Actually, this might be a bad idea. Yeah. There's literally no way for me to back out of dropping dropping my sword like that. Looks like I definitely needed that 1-up that I got. One up. Because I'll probably be using the one up soon. Like now. And I do hope that you can make it back for the end, Jade, but there's not much left to this. Face tank everything. It's a working strategy until it doesn't work anymore. Really? Well, I got past that screen, so I don't need to do that again. Try to get rid of that Rocky without... Back to full health. Game is reminding us that we should be using Umbrella for this, but not an option for Meta Knight. In fact, he's considerably heavier than Kirby. Who would have thought? Was there something there? No. I definitely use that one up, but not risking it. Now this again. All the armor and also the meanness, because as we all know, Kirby is a jovial piece of fluff, and Meta Knight didn't have time for that. And when it comes to these Star Warrior types, being nice or mean, it apparently affects their weight. At least that's my headcanon. In the cartoon, yeah, he's more of a loner than a mean guy. But that's you know, completely different context. Now wait for that to regenerate. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, there we go. Right on the button. I don't really consider anything about Kirby Right Back At You being canon on the grounds that they call them Fololo and Falala. That's not their names. Maybe the Japanese version, maybe the actual anime version of the show from Japan is more canonical, but I don't trust 4Kids TV with anything related to anime. I remember having to go through this this set of rooms and having to maintain the hammer ability, because otherwise I couldn't hit the button. Well, we don't need the hammer ability. Where we're going? There we go. Time for a boss, and I believe this one is Heavy Mole. I'm gonna have to watch out because I can actually get myself destroyed pretty easily. Since Meta Knight's sword does act as a hammer, he does dig through the ground, and he can dig himself a hole and die in it. On to Orange Ocean. That last one was Yogurt Yard, by the way, not Great Garden. Ow. I got one up. Ow. Okay. What? Not even really sure what hit me. Oh, okay. Now I see. I like how I said that I wasn't necessarily going for 100% for this, but so far I've gotten every single switch. I guess it's just my completionist nature. Oh, this secret is going to be so much easier with Meta Knight's sword. For one thing, we can completely ignore this bot. Actually, no, we can't. I thought we could. There we go. I think it's going to be easier. It might actually not be. Yeah, no. There we go. Thing to remember, Meta Knight has a very wide swing. Well, get those one-ups. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Dang it, really? Oh, this is going to be... Yeah. It's probably a lot easier to do as Kirby, honestly. Oh, geez, this one. Okay. No, this switch is still going to be super miserable. But I still did it in the first try. So maybe it wasn't as miserable as I thought. I suppose you can kind of use a run-through of Meta Knightmare as sort of a quick guide of where all the switches are. Not necessarily how to get them as Kirby, but at least you get to find out where all of them are. At least if it's a 100% run. Not everyone is going to bother doing a 100% run of Meta Knightmare. But I'm one of those people. Definitely getting that life. Oh, jerk game. Well, time for the proper mirror match. I'm gonna die by jumping directly into my mirror copy. Yeah, considering that I only have 3 health, maybe I'm the duplicate. Oh, that puts a different twist on things. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Scarlet. But this one is going to be substantially easier to get with the Meta Sword. There we go. I'm not making any guarantees, but we might also be able to get the hardest cannon in the game. Which I'm pretty sure just gives you 5 lives. Also, we get to see the bottom route, because that's the route I ended up taking. There is a secret top route, and if you want to see that, then you'll have to check out Kirby's Adventure whenever I end up uploading that. Although with Meta Knight, this is kind of a raffle stomp. Just get out my way! It's Meta Knight here. I need to save the day. Fight that evil King DDD, except he's not actually evil. Got a little too close. Oh, so close. Ah. There we go. And I gotta bother with that one. I'm gonna make a quip about Meta Knight being death on wings. And then he gets deflated by a rubber ball. I'm dead on wings. Pretty much. I like how I snuck that one up in a completely unintended way. Whoa, that was fast. I like the style for this room better on the NES, actually. Little star patterns going on. I think this, yeah. Oh, and we got it. Look at that. But yeah, as I pointed out, it has 5 1-ups in it. It doesn't have a secret switch or anything. into Castle Lolo. Ah, never mind. I forget what this level was named in Kirby's Dream Land. Dang it! Fluffy clouds. No. Freaking Scarfies. And dead. And I believe that Meta Knightmare ends with this fight. Ow. This fight is not as hard as I'm making it out to be. However, it doesn't help that I'm going right into his breath attack. I'm on good pace. There we go. And that's time. Alpha Knight. That's right. I did it. So yeah, that was Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland in a nutshell. On Meta Knight mode, 100%. You're not gonna get any better. Well, you could get it. You could get better than that with someone playing actually competently and getting like a time of like 40 minutes or less. But yeah, that's all I really needed to show off for Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. The only other thing would be the differences in how the abilities look. But there is one more Kirby game for the Game Boy Advance that we will be taking a look at later on in the list. The next game, however, on the list will be Kirby Air Ride. And that one's going to be played a little bit differently. We'll get to see a lot of things in that game, but it's not going to get played to 100%. And if you want more details, well, check out the next video. It'll be all there for you. I'm Coolio if you don't know, and I'll see you guys next time.